Alright guys, so this is the Anzo headlights. I have a 2022 Nissan Frontier S. It was a pretty easy install. They're pretty clean. All you gotta do is take the grill out, and I partially dropped the bumper and I was able to get them out. You got the LED projectors and then the daytime running. I'll show you the startup process. So yeah, they're pretty cool. You can have them white, you can have them amber. I'm not doing that flashing, but it's just video. It's just standard DRL. Right, so it's my first time doing this, but I got some Anzo headlights that I'm gonna replace. Take out these old halogen ones. So I guess first off, start by taking off all of these little things with a flathead screwdriver, and then there is T5, I think, screws. I'm gonna take those off, and then I'll probably take these bolts off too while I'm at it, and then I'll update y'all. Alright, updates T15s. So I decided to leave the bolts on first. There's these clips right here. I've done this before. All you gotta do is pry this up, and then you're just gonna pull all these out. So if you guys install like Raptor lights, you know what you're supposed to do, and then all you have to do is move the lever to get it off. Alright, so I got this part off. It just comes right off on clips. If you guys look down here, there's another screw way down there, and then there's the pops just like the top. All you do is take the flathead and pop off, and then this part will come off. Alright, so we got these little brackets right here. All you gotta do is push up on each one of these, and then you're gonna yank out the corners. It sounds awful, but that's kind of what you gotta do. And then each one of these, just slowly push and pull out. And it'll come out of each one of these, and then you should be able to get it out. You'll be able to get the access point on the sides, but now you gotta drop the bumper. So we'll take the bumper off. Taking these bolts off, 10 millimeters, and then popping it off with the flathead. There's one down there. All right, once you get all these pins removed, right? So to get this corner bracket off, because it's practically barely holding on now, you don't need an extension. You just take the ratchet, 10 millimeter, and there's this screw that goes in that hole, and all you gotta do is take it out. And there'll be one on the other side, and the same process. All right, so when you get under the bumper, right, there's gonna be 3 screws, and then there's gonna be those 2 flathead pins that you can just push out. And so you get this. All right, so once you get under here, right, you get those 3 off. There'll be 2 more on each side, on the driver's side and passenger side. Just the same thing, flathead and a 10 millimeter. All right, so now we got that part off, we got those off. There's gonna be 3 Phillips head screws on this side as well, as long as with this. As long as you get that off, you can pop the whole bumper off. All right, so all you gotta do is kind of just shimmy all these off. They're all pop apart. Be careful so you can break your brackets. And they'll just pop off, and now you can have access to the headlight, and then we can pop it out, which is pretty simple. So once we get right here, right, there's gonna be a bolt right here that holds the headlight on the side, and I think there's one more on the bottom. If not, I'll let you know, but as right now, it's just more for everybody, but there's one more bolt back here, and that connects the tire headlight. All right, so we get the headlight off, right? At that point, you just have those brackets holding it on, and just be careful. So pop these out probably before you remove everything, and then you should be able to get it on pretty easily. All right, so we got headlights on. To get the brackets on to sit flush, the grill, you have to pop out these brackets on the old headlights. So you're gonna have to take them off so it connects on. So all you gotta do is take a screwdriver to the back, and then you pop it out. Install process, I didn't really do that. All you gotta do is connect to the battery and the battery harness. And then if you guys go on this side, if you look right here, the free cable, the orange cable, is your battery, and then the harness will connect to the DRL harness, and you can just route it. You can probably find a better way, but I just routed it down there and connected it on both sides. You can see right here, and then back here you have your DRL switch. Right now it's on amber, and all you gotta do is click it, and you go to white. It's pretty simple. And then I'll just show you again. So click it, and you have amber. Yeah, the install is very easy. Just mount it up, same way, pretty much reverse order, and then plug it into the battery and turn it on. Be careful though, I did have a problem with it not turning on, and I just had to push in the wires for the harness to work. So if you guys are running that issue too, just shimmy every wire in, and you should be good to go. So once I get the headlights on, and the 2 of them on right now, 3, which is your high beam, and to adjust the high beam, all you gotta do, or adjust headlights, you got this little screw right here, take the ropes and turn it counterclockwise. Now, that's what I had to do. So, good luck, and hope you guys enjoy it.